Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're here with Kumat. And it seems that the PlayStation is showing. Give me a minute. It wouldn't be a Kuma stream without a screw up. That's more like it. To make a long story short, I wanted to do the Resident Evil Village demo, but unfortunately the PSN network is shitting itself. You can't even browse on it, and the Resident Evil Village is nowhere to be found on the main page, trending page, PlayStation 5 page, and so on and so forth. So we're going to watch the Resident Evil Showcase, which was done like an hour or two ago, which I haven't seen yet, and then we're going to check out if we can find Resident Evil Village demo showcase. If not, we're just going to jump into some Hitman 3. I bought it maybe 30 minutes ago along with Persona 5 Strikers Digital Deluxe Edition on the US PSN store, because for some reason on the Australian PSN store everything's $30 more expensive. I don't understand why. I mean, a game's like listed as $60. Australia's like $100. America's like $59. Australia's $107. And it's like, that makes zero sense. Like, if you were going to factor in currency conversion, it would need to be consistent, which it's not. And then they're going to say like, oh, but Australia's got taxes. It's like, America has taxes. It's a rot. It's a rot. It's a rot, and we know it. All right. Should we maybe do it in the reaction format? Yeah, I probably should do it in the reaction format because reasons. All right. So we've got the showcase here. Everything seems to be working. Camera only auto focuses when I'm saying something. But like, yeah, let's do it this way. I don't even know why this is showing. It's full screen. Is the 1080p? I can't believe it. Resident Evil is uploading in 1080p. Where's the 4K? What's going on? We're a lot better than they are technologically speaking. All right, let's get started. Could you imagine people waiting a literal hour? All right, let's see what we've got in store. I think it's safe to call it Resident Evil 8, even though it might not be directly related to Resident Evil 7. We'll see. Wait, I still haven't played the Resident Evil 7 DLCs. Stop autofocusing, please. It looks to be FPS. I like FPS.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining us today, and welcome to our Resident Evil Showcase. I'm your host, Brittany Brombacher, here to give you a closer look into what Capcom has coming up for the Resident Evil franchise. We'll be kicking things off with some brand new content and an exclusive first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay that you do not want to miss. So without further ado, let's get started.
Wait.
Hey now, think positively, all right? We talked about this.
I know. We hardly talk about anything else.
I'm gonna have to solve the autofocus when we move houses.
Castle Bell heralds danger. The bell tolls for us all. They're coming again.
We have witches.
Mother Miranda, I regret to inform you that Ethan Winters has escaped that fool Heisenberg. Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him... No, Mother Miranda. Yes, of course, I understand the importance of the ceremony. I won't let you down.
I thought she was the one in charge. Ah, there's always a bigger fish.
Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on here?
No. The place is full of nothing but blood and death.
Oh,
Winters. There you are.
From that, I can already see that some of the enemies are going to be able to jump out of nowhere because they can turn into either flies or dust or whatever the hell that is. Which probably means we can't just shoot them. Damn. There goes my strategy out the window, killing all of the things. Pretty sure Ethan was going to be a once and done pro tag. Apparently not.
Who the fuck are you?
Let's see what you're really made of, Ethan Winters.
What the f...
That was amazing, but I still have so many questions. Like, when can I pre-order this thing? Perhaps producer Pete Fabiano has some answers for us. Let's see what he has to say.
Hey everyone, I'm Pete Fabiano, producer on Resident Evil Village. When we first announced Resident Evil Village back in June, we only mentioned PlayStation 5. I'm happy to announce that we've been working hard to bring the survival horror experience onto current gen as well. Resident Evil Village will also be coming to PlayStation 4 day and date with PlayStation 5. The PS4 version can be upgraded for free to the digital PS5 version. It's also my pleasure to tell you exactly when you can get your hands on the game. Resident Evil Village will be available worldwide on May 7th, 2021, with pre-orders kicking off today.
What's fun about that is it's my birthday on the 5th, it's Slover on the 6th, and Resident Evil on the 7th, like my week's planned.
Alongside the standard edition, we have a few other options for the game. First, we have the Digital Deluxe Edition, available on all platforms. Players will be able to heighten their survival horror experience with extra content, including in-game items that call back to Resident Evil 7 Biohazard. There's also a collector's edition for consoles that includes all the Deluxe Edition content, as well as a striking figure of Chris Redfield, a steelbook case, poster, and art book. And for those of you who haven't played the previous entry, we have the Resident Evil Village and Resident Evil 7 Biohazard bundle. This lets you get your hands on the award-winning RE7 while you wait for Resident Evil Village. Pre-order any of these editions, and you'll be able to get your hands on both the Mr. Raccoon weapon accessory and their survival resource pack, which will offer additional support during the first few hours of gameplay. Finally, digital pre-orders from the PlayStation Store will receive an exclusive Resident Evil Village mini soundtrack.
What really
right.
sucks about those pre-order bonuses is, one, the digital bonuses are only going to be useful for the first few hours of gameplay. We've had that, I believe, in the previous Resident Evil or another game, and I remember the upgrade was literally like ammo capacity upgrade. No, wait, it was for The Last of Us. They give you the ammo capacity upgrade, which is literally the first upgrade on the menu, which you buy for like nothing anyway. And then this one is just useful for a few hours. The digital soundtrack is going to be all over the internet, you know, within 30 seconds of the game releasing. So all you're really getting is a Mr. Raccoon weapon accessory. So there's absolutely like no bonus to pre-ordering. Because if you pre-order, you're basically locking in your price. Whereas if you wait, you can compare all the prices on the different stores. And you can choose whether you're going to buy it at this store or that store, or the digital edition, or the Australian digital edition, or the American digital edition. That's why I basically don't pre-order. The only thing I did pre-order was Persona 5 Strikers, because it's like less than a month away, and I want to get, 4 days early access. And because the Australian prices are like $50 more than the US prices for some reason. I had the worst experience when I pre-ordered Metal Gear Solid 5. I pre-ordered it like 3 months early. And then they're like, oh, we're out of digital codes. We'll try to get it to you in the next few days. And I'm like, I pre-ordered it so I could play it on launch. Fuck off. And then I just went to Steam and bought it there anyway. Pre-ordering's like pointless.
I've been waiting for this. I know you've been waiting for this. It's time for the world premiere first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay. Alongside this first look, we have Pete Fabiano back to offer some insights as well. Let's take a look.
Now we're here to give you an exclusive first look at Resident Evil Village gameplay. Just like in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, you'll be taking control of Ethan Winters. You'll make your way from the village to the castle. Players will need to get in and search for their kidnapped daughter.
We have a daughter?
As you've noticed by now, Resident Evil Village keeps the first-person perspective. We think it really draws players into the detailed world we've created.
Resident Evil 1 vibes, I love it. Oh, this is so Resident Evil 1, I love it. It's almost like a church in the first area. Oh fuck, this is so Resident Evil 1.
You'll see a lot of those little details come to life here.
The whole castle is a fire hazard. It's all wood.
The team put a ton of effort into creating a truly authentic feel.
This guy's not clearing his fucking corners. He missed like 4 already.
From art design to technology, everything ties in great and creates some beautiful visuals. Now it's time to meet some of the castle denizens. As you'd expect, a warm welcome's not really what's in store for Ethan.
Fuck's sake, dude!
Man blood.
Now, let's take a look at him. Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you?
Okay, here's the thing. Why do they all look the fucking same? Are they the same girl, or do they all just want to look the same? Because solidarity. They're moths? That must tie into some sort of piece of Japanese mythology, because it's a thing. Oh, God, psycho women. That lady is not only tall, she's also thick.
A warm welcome's not really what's in store for Ethan.
Gore 101.
Man blood.
And this is why I no longer go to emo bars. Well, technically goth bars.
Now, let's take a look at him.
See what I mean? She thick.
Well, Ethan Winters. You escaped my little brother's idiot games, did you? Let's see how special you are.
Wait, so this is a game now?
Shifting gears a bit, we're finally going to show off some combat.
Clear your corner. Clear your corner.
It's not just about shooting. Guarding will also be an important part of the game.
Wait, so you're guarding like this, which is effectively exposing your arteries, instead of guarding like this, which is effectively shielding your arteries, because the bone is on this side. Oh, okay. Makes perfect sense.
Each type of enemy has their own distinct way of fighting.
That's a
so you'll
huge
need to
bit.
change up your strategy to defeat them.
Why are you not running?
Everyone knows what to do with red barrels, right?
Pro tip, red barrels and gas canisters don't actually explode unless there's an open flame nearby. So if you're ever actually stuck in such a situation, make sure you have an open flame before you shoot them, otherwise it's just going to wheeze out gas.
Some of you will remember a similar management system in Resident Evil 4.
Okay, so where is this suitcase? Is it up his ass? Because I have yet to find a container that can, like, fit a sniper rifle, shotgun, and half-dozen grenades, which doesn't show up anyway. Like, what the hell?
This time around, we've added crafting, which allows you to create items such as first aid and ammo. There's also an assortment of weapons to find and utilize throughout the game.
I just made the joke and he just pulled out a sniper rifle. Is that an M1?
I've been waiting for you, Mr. Winter.
Oh, he thick.
How do you know my name?
Anyone who is anyone has heard of the likes of you.
The merchant makes a return. This time he's known as the Duke. You'll be going to him to buy and sell weapons, amongst other things.
Wait.
This time he's known as the Duke.
I see an M4. I see a Karambit. I see, is that a 22 with built-in suppressor? I see an AK, could that be a 74 or 104? And I see a Smith & Wesson, is that a No, might not be a Magnum. Which Smith & Wesson is that? I'm not that familiar with revolvers, I apologize.
You'll be going to him to buy and sell weapons, amongst other things.
What weapon does a Slav buy when he is in winter in a castle with unknown enemies? I wonder, what weapon will a Slav buy in such an environment? I wonder. It is a question that puzzles the normal man. Look at the engravings. Seriously? Seriously, that's a lot of dick waving, man. Oh, they at least tell you what the guns are. Very nice. Was that right?
The director wanted to give him a unique look, and you'll often find him in different situations each time you encounter him.
Wait, so what if he fucking dies before, you know, we complete a transaction?
He's an interesting fella. Smash away with your trusty knife. There's plenty of...
fuck opening like the little cabinet door, right? Just smash everything and give away your position.
Smash away with your trusty knife. There's plenty of items to find in your travels.
Herbs! Medicinal. That's a lot of blood. You gotta...
Wait, do you hear that?
Please God, no.
And we've also got extra objectives outside of the main ones.
This time it's fucking goats.
Of course, it goes without saying that there'll be plenty of puzzles to solve for players to move forward.
As always.
Oh, and plenty of surprises to keep you on your toes.
R is for rape. Ew.
I haven't cut open a man in a while. Let me string you up, slice your jugular, and just watch.
The PT trailer made a comeback.
Well, that's one way to end the video.
So...
Now that we've shown you what's in store for Resident Evil Village, let's take a look at the exclusive PlayStation 5 demo.
You mean the one that we can't download because the PSN store shit itself? What I've seen from the sisters so far, I believe they're called sisters or daughters, whatever you want to call them, shooting them doesn't actually help you. I think you're just supposed to fucking run, which doesn't help considering they can just turn into moths and, you know, transport themselves elsewhere, but good luck fighting them. Wait a minute. Flamethrower. Flamethrower. Maiden? Escape the dungeon. Oh, wait a minute. I've played enough Amnesia to know where this is going.
For this demo, players won't be playing as Ethan, but as a character we're referring to as the Maiden.
Oh, God.
Unlike the actual game, this experience doesn't feature combat or even blocking.
So it's just like a test version. So it's basically Amnesia.
We're hoping to have players get a real feel for the visuals and audio as they take the Maiden on her journey to find a way out of the castle. And you can download the exclusive demo on PlayStation 5 today.
Except you can't.
Of course, we want as many people as possible to get a chance to play.
Except we can't.
So we'll have a separate new demo available on all platforms, ready for sometime this spring.
This year marks the 25th anniversary of the Resident Evil franchise, with the very first game releasing in Japan back on March 22nd, 1996. Since then, the series has expanded well beyond the realm of video games. From toys and board games to CG movies to live-action Hollywood films, Resident Evil has become a cultural icon. Resident Evil continues to offer surprises around every corner, so let's pass it along to producer Tsuyoshi Kanda to hear more about what you can expect in 2021.
The only thing with the camera is it's on autofocus. If I put it on manual focus, I have to configure all the settings myself, which I can never actually get perfect because I keep looking at it and then I keep putting it back and I'm guesstimating. And then I'm going to change rooms in the next few weeks anyway, so it's not worth doing. So when we get to the house and I actually have a studio room, then I'll configure the camera manually and figure out what's going on. But right now I just have to live with the autofocus, unfortunately. Otherwise the whole image is going to be blurry anyway. Sorry guys.
Earlier this month, we started inviting players to join a closed beta test. The test won't happen until later next week.
We actually got an invite for the closed beta test, but like, what's the point of me playing the beta test if I can't stream it?
I want to use this chance to reveal more details. With the 25th anniversary of Resident Evil coming on March 22nd, we are excited to celebrate this milestone with our fans. Last September, we showed off a piece of key art showcasing some of Resident Evil's iconic characters to start the celebration. Now, I'm happy to announce what was behind that. Let's take a look.
Excuse me, is this The Walking Dead? What? So you just created a versus mode. What is this? Metal Gear Online? Oh, okay.
Ariverse is one of the ways we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the franchise, showcasing so many of the characters that fans love. It'll be available for free to anyone who purchases Resident Evil Village, so be sure to follow the Resident Evil social channels for the latest news.
So this is one way you're getting people to pre-order, because this is in March and Village doesn't release until May. So to get them to play this game, you have to pre-order. Oh, okay. I'll pass.
And check out the official website for even more details.
Did you guys notice how he goes like this? He's reading a teleprompter. Watch.
Available for free to anyone who purchases Resident Evil Village, so be sure to follow the Resident Evil social channels for the latest news.
Watch. These eyes are gonna look up here. Just watch really carefully.
And check out the official website
there it is.
For even more details.
Did you guys notice it? He's reading from the teleprompter. You can't fool the Kuma.
On behalf of Massive Entertainment and Ubisoft, congratulations to the Resident Evil team on their 25th anniversary. We can't wait to get our hands on our Ariverse. For the occasion, we are bringing a celebration to our game, Tom Clancy's The Division 2. For a limited time, you will be able to collect some of the iconic outfits and items from the original Resident Evil trilogy. Everyone that logs in during the event will get Leon Kennedy's Raccoon Police Department outfit as a warm-up. Now let's have a look at some of these.
Samurai Edge or get the fuck out. Isn't the Division 2 like really old at that point? Or is it just the Division? Infinite Darkness.
皆様こんにちは。バイオハザードの映像作品にてプロデューサーを務めていますカプコンの小林博之です。
I find this interesting. The guy that's in charge of the animation division of Resident Evil speaks fluent Japanese. I like it. I like it. That's the mark of quality right there. You know, without sounding racist, but like, that's the mark of quality right there.
昨年発表しましたフル 3DCG アニメーション バイオハザードインフィニットダークネスについてお話ししたいと思います。
okay, there's a CGI film.
ゲームでおなじみのレオンとクレアが活躍する物語となっております。時間軸はバイオハザード4の後の、数年後のお話となっておりまして、レオンがスーツ姿でとある場所で事件に巻き込まれます。この作品はですね、Netflix にて全世界、配信になりますので皆さんお楽しみください。
Netflix. You mean the guys that actually streamed what was that thing about those little girls? You know, the thing that pedophiles like to watch? Yeah, I'm not going to feel bad about watching it for free. Nah.
Wow, a lot's been happening, and I hope you enjoyed watching. But if you missed anything along the way, don't worry. Keep an eye on the Resident Evil social channels and official website, which will be sharing everything from today's show. As a quick reminder, Resident Evil Village is available for pre-order starting today for the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4. And don't forget, PlayStation 5 owners also get a sneak peek through downloadable content available worldwide starting today.
Wait, she just said PlayStation 5 owners. She means people that have PlayStation 5s or people that are going to pre-purchase. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to see if we can actually play the demo without pre-ordering.
It has been an absolute honor to celebrate the amazing Resident Evil franchise leading up to its 25th anniversary with all of you across the globe. I'm your host, Brittany Brombacher, and thank you so much for watching. Until next time.
You're probably going to be shocked, but I haven't actually watched any of the Resident Evil CGI. I've watched the Resident Evil movies. I'll be honest, the first Resident Evil movie was probably the first time I saw... No, the first time I saw Resident Evil, I saw a family friend playing it on the original PlayStation. It was Resident Evil 2, but I had no idea it was Resident Evil, nor like, you know, it was so long ago, it was nothing major. And then I saw the Resident Evil movie one night on like TV when I was like 12, 13, something like that. And I found it pretty cool for the time because one, I wasn't that good with horror at the time. Two, it made a semi-decent zombie flick, especially for the first movie. And three, like, it was pretty cool. After that, I ended up playing Resident Evil 4 on the computer. I sort of enjoyed it because it was a third-person shooter, what's not to love. And then after that, I played Resident Evil 5, which was actually a pretty decent game in my opinion. So I sort of became a fan of the series at that point. Then I ended up playing Resident Evil 6, which was like, alright, but it wasn't as good as 5 or 4 in my opinion. We ended up playing Resident Evil 7 on the channel. And then, as you know, we ended up playing Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. You know, like, because... But in the meantime, I also played the Umbrella Chronicles and... What was the other one? The Something Else Chronicles. I ended up actually buying a Wii just to play those Resident Evil games. So you can consider me a fan in that sense. I went out of my way to buy a console to play the games. The only other franchise I've actually done that for is Metal Gear Solid, where I've actually bought a PSP to play Portable Ops and Peace Walker. Peace Walker now is available on PlayStation, but whatever. So, like, you know, I'd consider myself a fan. I haven't seen the CGIs, though, so... I don't know, possible watch party in the future for that, because, I don't know, grab some popcorn, grab some drinks, we watch a movie and banter, you know, it sounds like a good time to me. So, that being the case, that's the reaction to this. Yes, I will play it on release, because, I mean, regardless of, you know, the nitpicking that I always do for virtually everything, it looks decent. It looks decent. It's third person, well, first person, sorry. It continues on for the story. I don't know what the decision for that was. We'll find out. I know there's a daughter involved. Whatever. There seems to be some sort of connection from that woman with her brother, who is probably that crazy guy from Resident Evil 7 that was the young kid. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. But overall, I'm enjoying horror. I never really enjoyed horror prior to Amnesia. Amnesia sort of... fucked me up in its own way. I shit myself throughout Amnesia, but also at the same time I saw the appeal. I was shitting myself playing it, but I enjoyed it at the same time. And then when we went on to Outlast, it was worse because it was less psychological and more graphical. So it went from the psychological environment and music scaring you in Amnesia to the literal gore and intensity and adrenaline pumping in Outlast, you know, from the chases and everything. So I really started enjoying it. So when we actually played Resident Evil 7 where you have a gun, it just sort of tickled my fancy because, as you know, I love FPS, I love guns, I love anything like that, but I also love horror. So putting the two of them, the blend just really tickled my fancy because I could play it where I can kill everything, but I have to be smart about it because if I'm not, they'll murder me. So I had a lot of fun with that. That's why I like the first-person perspective of this, and which is why I'm going clear your fucking corners, and then I'm going, crap, they can spawn virtually anywhere, and all that sort of stuff. I found a game that actually managed to scare me a bit as well. I mean, other than Silent Hill. I haven't played Silent Hill yet. That's what I haven't. I have the PlayStation 3 HD remake, which I heard is shit. But I haven't played Silent Hill yet. But it's kind of one of those games that I've heard a lot about. I've seen the 2 Silent Hill movies, so I sort of understand the lore on a very basic level, but I understand that it's creepy enough to be entertaining, and I would totally be cool with playing it. But like all things, we have to sort of find time and decide on it. But you know, it's cool. It's cool. All right. That being the case, let me plug in the monitor into the capture card, and we'll see if the Resident Evil Village demo is available. If it's not, we can see if Hitman's finished installing. So we just purchased Hitman 3. I mean, why not? It's Friday. We're on stream anyway. It's not going to hurt anybody. Probably going to have to take Hutchin out for lunch because I kicked her out of the room, but it is what it is.